Over 10,000 people have reached the summit of Mount Everest. Thousands have cycled around the world, but no one has ever cycled the length of Namibia's skeleton coast.
Well, this just has to be one of the most isolated and desolate places on Earth.
Explorer Kate Leeming is on a mission to be the first to complete the journey in an unbroken line.
And I can't wait to explore this remote corner of our planet.
Kate is no stranger to extreme expeditions. She has cycled across Siberia, the breadth of the African continent, and through the Arctic regions. Kate's route traces Namibia's entire Atlantic coastline. Starting from the Kunene River in the north, she will cycle through the Forbidden Lands, along windswept beaches, and over the high dunes of the Namib Sand Sea to reach her destination in the south, the Orange River.
This whole thing is a test of the mind. Quite incredible. There's bones everywhere. No wonder it's called the Skeleton Coast.
From remote and punishing terrain,
Skeleton Coast will take me too. I'm suddenly feeling a bit nervous.
a harsh and hampering climate,
Everything's just corroded away. Just turns iron to dust. Skeleton Coast certainly takes no prisoners.
from facing some of the continent's deadliest wildlife
Lion footprint.
to experiencing the raw majesty of the desert.
You're not that fit, you won't survive.
Life here is really not easy.
This ambitious 1,000-mile journey down the spine of the Skeleton Coast will push Kate beyond anything she has ever experienced before. So far, Kate has battled fierce conditions,
The wind, well, it's just way more severe today.
caught a glimpse of the coast's turbulent past, and the journey has started to take its toll on the bike.
My body, my legs especially, more and more tired. It's all about energy management. This whole thing is a test of the mind. I was picking my way through lots of sticks and things and flotsam and jetsam. I couldn't really control my bike very well. Slipped a bit, dipped all the working parts in the sand, which wasn't great. It's only the brake, it's not the all-wheel drive's not on. Take the brake off just about. Don't need it.
This is clockwise, this is anti-clockwise. So it's probably this way. Okay, I will have the...
Better, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah, let's just leave it. No, it might
Yeah.
push a line.
Yeah.
And then we'll just go from there.
The bike is fixed temporarily, and Kate pushes on. The brakes and chains still grinding, clogged with wet, salty grit. So much of what Kate set out to achieve depends on her mental state, and the Skeleton Coast keeps surprising her with unexpected examples of natural beauty. Tens of thousands of Cape Fur seals congregate at Cape Frio, attracted to the frigid waters of the Benguela ocean current. Here, marine life thrives with little disturbance from humans. On land, seals are cumbersome movers that struggle to survive in the heat, but in the water, they are agile swimmers, and with their dense fur and layer of blubber, they are perfectly adapted to the cold. Sights like these are a constant reminder of the importance of conservation in such fragile ecosystems. The innovative all-wheel drive system is most effective on soft sand, loose stones and steep hills, wherever extra traction is required.
All right, so this is how the all-wheel drive system works. Basically, the whole bike works as a normal bike, except we have this gear here, which drives this. Inside there's a shaft, a rod that goes all the way up to here and drives this universal joint, and that then goes through the top tube. There's a whole lot of workings in there, but I've sealed that up so that no sand can get in. It's all full of grease. And then basically that drives this rod here, which then drives this cog.
The water from Namibia's ephemeral rivers mostly flows underground, apart from during an occasional flash flood. For the region's wildlife, these linear oases are the lifeblood of the desert. Crossing the Kumib river mouth, Kate is now entering the vast home range of Namibia's desert-adapted lions. After a diversion inland, Kate heads back to the seafront. She cannot help but notice the alarming number of animal tracks in the sands, all around her.
Would you like to clean your teeth? 200 kilometres done virtually, so that's an eighth of the journey. But we don't really know exactly how far it is because no one's ever cycled it before. You know, I'm following the little bays in and out, so it could be more than 1,600, it could be less, I just don't know. So this is the universal joint of the all-wheel drive system. So what I'm doing is going to just cover that too with a bit of dry lube, just hopefully cut the oxygen out so it stops it rusting, because that wouldn't be good. I've used a fair bit already in 4 days. I have one other bottle. Today I was feeling really vulnerable when we crossed the river. You know, I was out there alone, ahead of the vehicles, and I just didn't know. There's just that chance that there could be a lion. The team's quite nervous, and there's going to be about, I'd say about 3 more days of this. They have a vast range, and so tonight's the first night where we're sleeping, where they just could be around. Right, see you later.
Right. So from where I started today is probably
Largo estimates around about 80 kilometres to Mauve Bay, which is the first point of habitation.
Finally, the wind eases and the fog sets in. Kate finds she cannot wear sunglasses because the salty sea spray and the dense mist instantly cloud her vision. But without her glasses, Kate's eyes are starting to feel like sandpaper.
Starts to feel like I'm getting somewhere now. I've just clicked over 200 kilometres, which was about an eighth of the journey. You know, these are very, very long days on the bike. I've been doing 7.5 to 8 hours a day on a bike through these kind of conditions. I am trying to pace myself, but not going all out all the time. But it's very hard to hold this position for that long, all the time.
But are you foreseeing a good day today as well? In terms of challenges, that's what I mean.
Well, it's a challenge. It's all a challenge because it's hard. Even if there's less wind, that's great.
Yeah.
But it's not easy. So we just take it 7.28.
Okay, great. Now I got that. I mean,
How'd you get? What'd you get?
5.8.
Bloody hell! I don't like yours sometimes.
Okay, so don't worry. Don't get discouraged by that. I mean, we're doing fine on your own. I think on the 20 litango manga, if you go to Mauve Bay.
As desert experts, Alago and Thomas are the key to survival, and ultimately the success of the expedition. Fuel consumption is accurately monitored to ensure the team reaches Mauve Bay, the first point of habitation on the journey south. Every drop of fuel in this remote environment is precious.
Back in 1979 and 1980, some farmers from southern Namibia decided they'd come and seek their fortune up here. And basically it failed. It was so remote out here that, you know, to get anything sent there was impossible. It was well more trouble than it's worth. So it's interesting just to see, it's just 40 years ago, everything's just corroded away. It just turns iron to dust. Skeleton Coast certainly takes no prisoners.
Over the centuries, countless vessels have been wrecked on the shoreline of the Skeleton Coast, pulverized by the tempestuous seas and consigned to the annals of history. Only the hull of this fishing boat, the Pseudicus, remains after it struck Mauve Bay's rocky headland in 1976 on its maiden voyage. A pair of rare brown hyenas act as sentinels, keeping watch as Kate enters Mauve Bay, the first point of human habitation on her journey. Kate has arranged to meet with Dr. Philip Stander, expert and conservationist for the desert-adapted lions.
Look, the adaptation to the arid environment is really quite spectacular and very interesting. It's not that they're different species, but behaviorally and even physiologically, there's major adaptation. the striking thing about them is always in good condition, which is really remarkable given the harshness of the place. But it's sort of like the fact that, you know, if you're not that fit, you won't survive. You know, it's a little bit like you on the bike, you know.
Yeah, I hope I'm still
There's no
fit at the end of
halfway.
it, otherwise the skeleton coast will take me too.
Look, an incredible development has taken place now in the last year, where the lions have started utilizing the marine food resources. And that's, you know, it's nowhere else in Africa and the world where lions do that. You know, they kill the seals like on the beach, and then inevitably they'll drag them inland and often across the road, and it's quite spectacular. You know, the drag marks with their feet as they sort of straddle this big carcass.
There are lions just nearby. We met up with Philip Stanter, and he's the preeminent lion conservationist. In fact, he's the world expert on the desert-adapted lions. And he's been tracking them. He knows where they are. There's a couple that are quite close to here, probably about 10 kilometres away. So Philip's just gone off now to find them and make sure then we're not near the lions, so that I can get my skates on and go through. It's just after 7:30 now, and it's just getting light, so it's time to go. Right, see you in Terrace Bay.
South of Mauvais Bay, Kate must follow the gravel road rather than the beach so that Philip and the support team can protect her from the lions.
No entry line. Far out. I'm suddenly feeling a bit nervous. So, let's go.
Okay, Tommy will squeeze himself around that side.
Okay, we'll come.
Yeah.
As ultimate hunters, lions are so well camouflaged in their natural environment. Kate is fearful the team may not spot one until it is too late.
So we're just about to cross the Swadip, and this is where there's a lot of bushes, and obviously animals, it's like an oasis because there's water there, and so lots of animals, including potentially the lions. So for this section, Elago wants me to ride between the two vehicles just so that no animals can see that I'm here in between.
Let's get to the water.
Right.
Okay.
Don't get that very often, do you? Lion footprint.
Lions have got 3 pads
Yeah.
like this. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And the palm. 1, 2, 3.
Uh-huh.
So this is it.
1, 2, 3 pads.
Yeah.
Jeepers. I was going.
If you see him on the road or coming from the road, the 2 cars goes and block up.
Like a V shape.
Yeah, yeah. And you get into one of them.
Definitely been dragging a seal or something, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Wow. Well, the good thing about that is they've eaten today. So.
So, well, we are right there now, and this is this little reed patch ahead of us.
Yeah.
Now there is a lioness, an adult lioness, an elderly lioness with cubs in the reeds right on the coast.
Mm-hmm.
What I suggest is maybe to go to it just about there, maybe with a vehicle. You know,
In the vehicle.
yeah, just ride. Otherwise, we can ride both sides of you. But
Yeah.
with this fog, we won't see where she is, and she might be close. So it's a bit risky with that.
So this bit here is probably okay, but then
Yeah,
it's
but the thing is,
further
the
on.
moment you're out there, then you will be in view of her, depending on where she's lying.
Right.
I mean, I recommend if it's not a big hassle for you, just to go by car for the next 2 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think you're the expert, and even though I want to do it, I'm listening to you. So
What we can do is if I can establish if she's on the right-hand side of the road, then we just have one vehicle ride and block you, and you just ride
Like we
next
did
to the
yesterday.
vehicle. Yeah.
Do you want to go ahead, have a look, and then come back?
Yeah, let me
Why
do that.
don't you do that?
And then then
We'll
you
wait
hang out here, and then we establish that she's cool.
Yeah. I'm not allowed to go ahead or behind. We just, even if it's slow, so that we just completely. Because sometimes before I would go back or forth a little bit, but if we just keep that formation really tight.
I think she's with the cubs in the reeds now, so
Time to go.
I think we should go.
All feelings of physical exhaustion vanish as Kate summons the courage to push through in the face of fear.
So Philip had located the lion, and she was very close to the road. And because at the moment with her cub, she's very protective, so she'd be hyper looking out for dangers. And then I've been basically riding just between the two vehicles. So hopefully she's none the wiser that actually I'm on a bicycle.
Kate is well aware that without the vehicle shielding her, she could look like a springbok on wheels to a hungry lion. But despite the protection, her heart is pounding and her limbs feel numb with fear. She keeps her eyes peeled for potential threats.
Hopefully I'm not going to be that food today. This was my thing when I was thinking, because you've got them tracked and some on radio collars, but if there's 130 or 150 of them, do you have them all? So I was thinking maybe there's some others.
Look, that is a chance, but that's essentially why I work on the ground so much. And radio collars is one thing, but tracks, physical signs on the ground is probably the method I use most.
Yeah.
And that was really key for me this morning to come along here, because if a lion were to have crossed anywhere here, you'll pick up the tracks. Yeah. And then from the tracks, I can often identify the individual, certainly the sex and the age and so on. So from that point of view, we've got a really good handle on who's here.
All right.
Okay. All right, brilliant.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, great. Well,
thank you very much.
Have a good ride. You should be safe, and it'll still be a very nice, beautiful.
If I let my mind sort of think of the worst possible thing that can happen, it's not going to help. I was just focusing on the task, looking around, being alert. And you've got to think, right, this is now. Just got to face it, being strong, go forwards.